Stop going to your job, get yourself a career. I'm talking about the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Local 117, keeping the power on in McHenry County and King County, and that can be you with the only registered electrical apprenticeship training center in McHenry County, where you earn while you learn with their 5-year apprenticeship while you accumulate no debt. Look, if you're not digging what you're doing now, take 5 minutes today. Go over to the website and see if becoming a union electrician is what's for you. You can work anywhere in the country as a union electrician, great wages, great benefits, health insurance, retirement benefits. If you don't have that stuff now, it's waiting for you right there at IBEW117.org. It is never too late to join IBEW Local 117. That's IBEW117.org. And it's Jim from Modern Day Romeos with the Ask Us Anything theme. You can text your questions to 815-283-0095 studio. The keyword followed by your questions for Ask Us Anything. We are up and running on TomTube. If you want to see what's going on for happy hour, we'll get that rolling early this morning. Rob is here from Blarney Island, along with John Neal, who will be playing at Blarney Island. Wiki. Do I call it playing, or what do I get closer to the mic there?
Playing, spinning.
Yeah, I was going to say playing, spinning.
Whatever you want to do.
Digitally.
Wiki.
Bringing the music to the masses.
Yeah, John and I are, I say enemies, but I mean that we're frenemies.
Okay.
I consider John, if I went to Key West, I'd be like, John, and you would know who I was. You'd be like, Tom,
Absolutely.
you finally made it.
That's pretty much the way I would term it. Yeah.
But all winter, he posts pictures. He disc jockeys at places in Key West that I'm like, what? This is where you work? There's
so cool.
There's like pool.
Tom really hates when he's at Dante's pool bar.
Yeah,
really
that's the
hates
one that
one.
pisses me off the most. Is John's there like playing his music to a pool bar of people. So that's
what you don't know is how big my smile is behind the camera.
You're like
Tom's really going to hate this.
Yeah, I suppose it is for that reason.
I think about that when I'm posting
every single time. He thinks of you.
I show pictures of our weather and our suffering. I'm going to Key West this year. This is the year I'm going to go there.
Yeah.
So and
I hear that every year.
So you know, I've been hearing that for a long time.
Oh, he told me
I
last
even have
October.
a studio for him to use so that he
show.
could broadcast and doesn't even have to phone it in.
Soon,
so he's still
Rob. I've been phoning it in here for years.
Well, that was my reference there for you, buddy.
Yeah. You set him up, I'll knock him down.
All right.
This text says, I hope it's not from Yola's email for anything or phone, I should say. Tom, would you give Yola a hall pass if Sully Erna was willing? No, because he would be way better than me and she would never come back. She would never. I won't give her a hall pass for anything.
Have faith.
Yeah.
Have faith.
Somebody on the text line for Ask Us Anything says, this is a long one. It says, I agree that everything has a purpose. See, you and I disagree on that. I think it's random. You think
and that's
it's
okay.
purpose.
And that's totally okay.
I truly believe that everything happens for a reason. My grandfather's best advice to me was, the only person who can make you mad is you. The guy cutting me off in traffic, maybe he saved me from a bad accident by delaying me 10 seconds. I have really become a better person by following that train of thought. Nothing is worth worrying about as long as it doesn't directly threaten your own family's life. So that's what I like. I don't do road rage because I'm like, that could be me. I make mistakes driving, you know, and I hope I encounter somebody that forgives me instead of somebody who's got their 9, you know, or whatever. There was one this week at a gas station like 2 miles from my house where two guys followed each other and one guy got shot in the leg. I'm like, it's a traffic mistake. Let other people not be perfect. You're not perfect.
Right.
So
and that's the thing. You can hold on to that. It's just not
That
going to feel
sounded like
good.
blasphemy to me, Tom.
There's go after imperfect people like Rob and beat them to
That's
a pulp.
right.
Curb stomp their ass.
Wow.
They deserve it.
They deserve it. Anyway, he's kidding mostly.
Clearly,
I hope.
it's called satire. Hello.
Yeah. Wait, I got to hold on a second here. I got there. There's my sarcasm drop. It's 8:39. Coming up, we'll get happy hour officially rolling. Rob and John are here, Blarney Island this weekend, Key West Fest. Cloudy early today, but sunshine this afternoon. High around 68, 53 now. Here's I Prevail on WIIL Rock. It's I Prevail on WIIL Rock. WIIL Rock Morning Show. Tom and Leah is off today. It's her anniversary. I don't know how much information. She's mentioned this on there. She's very out. She's very out front on everything. She's very
I've
out
got her
there.
Location pulled up here on my phone.
Well,
if you
we're
need
not
the
going to do the
coordinates.
video. No.
Okay, all right.
They're in a tree house somewhere.
out.
I don't know if it's in Ohio. I think it's in Ohio or Indiana.
Yeah, that kid's going to be really upset when he goes out and
Right.
finds
What
them.
are you people doing in my tree
That's
house? What is that? But they're in a tree house, like hotel someplace in Amish country, celebrating, according to her, this is what she posted last night. The pictures look spectacular. Celebrating 10 years of wedded something. Not here to blow smoke. It's hard, but here we are in Amish country in a treehouse in a tub.
Oh, that's
so there you
awesome.
go. Good
And
for her.
Good
she's saying
for
it's
you.
hard,
Happy
so that's a good
anniversary.
start.
Yeah. And all three of them went, her husband, and his hat. So congratulations.
That's
to them
good.
on 10 years.
Yeah, I didn't think
That's
the hat would make
awesome.
it.
Yeah, Hat was a challenge for a few years there, but Hat is made it. So, but she'll be back on Tuesday. Today we got happy hour getting ready to roll with Rob from Blarney Allen. John Neal will be spinning on the wheels of steel tonight. Did you ever say the wheels of steel?
I did.
In your disc jockey life? Yeah.
Yeah. What I don't say a lot is disc jockey.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who says that?
What do you? Well, they say club DJ
yes,
or whatever.
Yeah.
Well, that stands for disc.
We know what it
jockey.
stands for, but
absolutely.
Or
I'm not intelligent
dick
enough to
joke,
be able to
I don't
spell
know. I
that
think-
out.
Yeah.
So what? And
Don Julio.
when you Don Julio, there you
Yeah.
go. That's his living. He drinks.
Yeah.
He drinks
That's it.
tequila.
Yeah, he's living
for a
large.
living.
Not
In
on
your
purpose.
life as a DJ,
Yes, sir.
did you when you started out? It was records.
Yeah.
And you had to carry around. Did you carry around crates of records? Because I have crates of records.
Yes.
And your
plural.
did you have
yeah.
your did you have and did you use the SL 1200 MK2s?
Techniques? Yeah.
Yeah,
Techniques,
yeah.
I had my Techniques 1200s. I still have turntables.
I
I
would
don't
love
even
to-
say record players.
I would love to
turntables.
get a 1200 and put it in my house.
Oh man.
Do they
Yeah.
still make them and sell them? Techniques or
Not
Or do you-
Techniques.
No.
You got to
no.
find them. Yeah.
No. You can find used
Yeah.
And
Techniques. People
there's
are
a
selling
company
them.
that refurbishes and restores them to perfection and
Yeah.
then resells them.
Yeah.
But you would, if I told you how much they want for
Yeah,
them,
a
you
lot,
wouldn't believe
a
me.
lot. Yeah.
That just the Technique 1200 name carries
Yeah.
a price tag in itself.
We had them and I got rid. I don't know where they are. I just got rid of them. Do you have a turntable you recommend now? Do you have one, or it doesn't matter because you moved on to CDs and now it's digital and
It's mostly digital. The turntables I have are called Reloop.
okay,
I like
they're
them.
decent.
They're decent.
We
they're
write
they're
that down or
modeled after the
message me that
1200s.
what they are. I would like to get one
Absolutely.
because Yola Son Jax is going to be 8. And he recently discovered my record collection, and I'm
Uh-oh.
thrilled by it because I
Much
haven't.
better than your other collection,
I've
if you know what I
loved-
mean.
You're going to lose my
Sorry.
privileges in a minute.
I'm just
Rob.
saying. I'm just saying.
You need to take a log off here, there, big
Rob,
shoots.
please continue.
You need to take a log off. Just roll it back, big
Piece of
shoots.
coal, perhaps?
So, as you're out doing this, do you have a preference? Do you miss records? Do you miss CDs? Do you like the digital?
I love the digital in that there's no carrying crates.
Right.
I mean, I could go to a gig on my scooter
Yeah,
in Key West.
laptop.
Right.
You're
Which
good
he
to go.
does,
Yeah,
actually. Not he
absolutely.
can. He
Absolutely.
does.
I don't want to hear about his fabulous life in Key West anymore because I'm going
Sorry.
this year. I'd like to be invited, Rob.
Right? For the first time ever, to
Invites
get
me
an
up.
invitation.
He's
to
got
go,
a-
John, I'll
Rob
see you
off.
in October. This is last year.
I
on
mean
the
it.
air.
I mean it this year. Rob, well, I'll be terminated by then, so I'll have plenty of time.
well, right, exactly. You're going to have a lot of free time.
We're
so,
disappearing rapidly here.
There's a radio
Yeah.
station right above the
I
pool at
want.
Dante's.
I want.
yes,
Was
there
it
is,
Hobie
actually.
in the afternoon?
Hobie.
Hobie. And I
Hobie,
want
mhm.
his job. If they're hiring, I want his job.
But you have to do the morning
Or
because
to
we're the
work-
morning show
if-
for people who get up really late.
If they need midday
So
morning
you-
show,
Yeah,
sign me up. When he retires, can you put my name in?
sure,
All right.
absolutely.
So your job, Johnny, when are you spending? Is it all weekend, Blarney? Just you're on
tonight and tomorrow.
tonight, tomorrow.
That's exciting.
Your job is to keep the party going, and people think, oh, anybody can be a DJ or whatever. It's
Right.
impossible. It is one of the highest pressure, hurt your stomach gigs, and then everybody in the room thinks they can do your job. I got a song everybody's gonna love.
I got a
It's
playlist
out in
on
the
my
car.
phone.
I'm gonna bring you a cassette. And they don't request songs. They bring their drunk ass up there and go, you need to play better music.
know what I'm doing.
Dude, you just threw up on your shoes in the women's restroom. You don't know
My
my
favorite thing
job.
now-
Yeah,
They don't even speak to you anymore.
Yeah.
They just walk up with the request on their phone,
yeah.
written in a
In thing,
like
yeah,
they
play
type
the
it in a
song,
text
yeah.
message and
Yeah.
they show it to me.
Yeah.
First of all, like they don't know how old I am and can't see
Yeah.
in a
I
dark
need a bigger
club or
font,
inside-
damn it.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they don't even want to talk to you. They just put
There
their
it
phone in
is.
front of you.
Yeah. The worst ones I ever had was in Lake Geneva at Hogs and Kisses because it's in Wisconsin, but it's like a vacation place for people from Illinois.
Right.
And
Yeah.
girls would come up there.
Chicago North.
Girls would come up there and be like, this is a really popular song. I'm from Chicago. And it was them saying, you don't know how to do your job, hillbilly. And it was back when there
Yes,
were
exactly. Exactly what they were
it was
saying.
back when
Yeah.
there were records. It was back when there were records. They'd be like, you need to play this. I'd be like, I don't have it. But it's really good. It's the best song. I'm from Chicago and it's the best song. A, you're from Naperville. And B, I just said I don't have it. Would you like me to pull a vinyl record out of my ass with your song on it, which no one but you will dance to, you drunk girl? And I wouldn't say girl. I'd use a different word. It would be quite derogatory.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, but
What if you did pull a vinyl out of your ass? I think a lot of people would be impressed.
There's a look out, Joe Diamond. I became a better musician than you.
Last thing they want to see.
You don't want to ruin your SL 1200 MK2 with it either. Yeah. But so John Neal tonight, if you want to see truly how to have a good time, Blarney Island tonight and tomorrow during the day and night, or
just at night.
Just at night, and then there's
during band breaks, and then when the band's done till the end of the night.
Yeah. Did you when you started being this was just a thing you were going to do? This wasn't going to be your entire life career or whatever.
No, I got pulled into it.
Yeah,
quite literally.
Yeah,
I was a bar back at a bar that was not thriving, let's say.
Yeah,
and the DJ who I would hang out with because I liked all the blinking lights.
Yeah, that's how I got into
what
doing
turntables were, and I knew this is 1989.
Yeah,
so I also knew what a cassette player was and a CD player. And the DJ called no showed one night. And my general manager said, "You're the only one that even knows how to turn any of this on.
You're the guy."
And I started laughing when you said something about cassette tapes a minute ago, because my opening songs, they had 12 inches, which is in vinyl records.
Yeah.
For DJs,
I wish I had 12 inches.
Right?
I'm Irish. You know what you're talking about.
That's
That's what you're working with. I'm not, John. You know the the stereotypes are true.
So long.
Yeah. Well, there you go. That's awesome.
I literally told people, go out to your car.
Bring me your favorite.
Remember cassette singles?
Yeah.
I said, go out to your car, bring them. I'll play. And we played the same songs for 4 hours. That's all I had.
I still have DJ nightmares where I'm there to DJ and I don't have any music, and I'm like, whatever. I'm like, my records are gone and whatever. So John is really good at it. He'll keep the party rolling this weekend at Blarney Island for Key West Fest. More about that, the band lineup, everything coming up. We'll get happy hour going early this morning on WIIL Rock. Hey, if you're looking for something to do this weekend or all summer long, Volo Museum. It started out, that's the car place. No, there's so much more now. They still have all the cars. They have the Hollywood train exhibit. They have the vintage ice cream parlor. Over $5 million in new exhibits and attractions going on at the Volo Museum. So if you don't have anything going on this weekend, stop and see them. Open every day, 10 until 5. You can get 2-day passes. You can get season passes. And they've got so much. You're going to need more than one day to check it all out. You want to see what you're in for, get ticket info, all of that stuff. Go to the website. It's volofun.com. There is no place on earth like it. Go to volofun.com.
Heading toward the weekend, getting good and tight. Running around the building with our beer on by our side. In a little beer pong, cause our sponsors Miller Lite. Drinking all day ain't wrong. To the 501 is gone. It's just another happy hour that left the whole day long. Take off all your clothes. Time next to this rope. If you don't like to touch too much, better find another show. Drinking in the morning. Echo stick, that's it off. John Perry's the somewhere in the middle. That's where the train gets. It's a one-way ticket to midnight. Can't find a better way. When you're drinking in the morning, it ain't just another. We'll be drinking all day long. To the 501 is gone. It was just another happy hour. It lasts the whole day long. Taking off all your clothes. Time likes to this road. If you don't like to do, better find another girl. Yeah, drinking in the morning, drinking in the morning, drinking in the morning all day long. Yeah, drinking in the morning, we're drinking in the morning, drinking in the morning all day long.
Early happy hour today. We got Rob from Blarney Island, John Neal, who will be spinning the tunes
Spinning.
on the Wheels of Steel tonight. It's a very difficult job to keep the party going, and there's a lot of pressure.
Thing.
I hate doing like weddings and stuff. But you ever do weddings? Nerve wracking.
I did for many years, but once I got to Key West, it's more of if I know you, I'll do it for you.
That's how I am with marrying people. I'll officiate. You're right.
Oh yeah.
So you'll do it for friends.
I'll do it for friends. I don't really enjoy it.
Yeah.
It's Bridezilla.
Yeah.
I've never watched the show. I know exactly what it's all
It's
about.
a thing.
It's
a thing.
so crazy.
So we're having some beers this morning and have some beers tonight.
16-ounce pint bottles.
Aluminum can, beer cold. On a hot day at Blarney Island. A little chilly tonight, but worth getting on the shuttle.
Please turn the heat on.
John has been.
Tom's going to be out there. John's going to be out
How
there.
long have you lived in Florida?
20 years. 21 years.
This like right now, like our
Yeah.
it's 53 right now.
No, it's not fun. And the shock off of an airplane.
Like,
I was just telling you,
Yeah.
when I got on an airplane in Key West yesterday at 11 o'clock in the morning, it was 89 degrees with like 65. So ridiculous.
I got off here and there were flurries.
And it said 71. And I know this is the Windy, or we're outside the Windy City,
Yeah.
but standing outside the airport waiting for my Uber, right through it. I
That'll do
had
it.
a
That'll
sweatshirt
do
on,
it.
the hood, all of it.
You had to let it go. You don't take it.
Oh.
Oh, it's in Ohio.
It's waiting for you.
Underwear.
I'm in Illinois. We just drive the winter coat over.
It's in the car when she picks me up here.
Blarney Allen coming up on WIIL Rock. Having some Miller Lights. You can have those tonight at Blarney Island, Key West Fest, one of the specialty weekends at Blarney Island, where Blarney Island's always fun. It's always like a vacation. It's a mile away from now. Here's the greatest boating bar in the world. Some call it Key West or Midwest. I got all these slogans in there.
It was pretty good. Yeah, just casually, totally mentioned. Well done, Tom.
Well, now that I pointed it out,
now you can say, yeah, so much subtlety.
Shag off.
You forgot your favorite part.
The unofficial one, the bar that poops. So,
yeah, that's right.
What happened to the bras?
Well, that building was would be the word you might use. Falling down. It was time to be rebuilt.
With the construction rubbish.
Basically, yes. Yeah, the bonfire.
They're buried.
All of them burned?
Yeah,
you burned the bonfire in the 70s and the women's rights were bra burning today.
Well, yeah. It was a true bonfire of the vanities.
Yeah. You go shoot. I'm using Island. He ended up in that bar. He walked Blarney Island.
That he did. I was there for it.
Yeah.
Yes.
We took my waterbed out there as a boat twice.
That's right.
With a sail,
enjoyed
once
that.
With a
and the blow up dolls.
and then he had his blow up doll regatta where it was him on a blow up doll. I was expecting more people to blow up doll regatta with him. Blarney Island's that.
It is.
You think what? You took a waterbed?
Yeah.
Sounds like wait,
Hello.
They mocked me. They mocked me for having a waterbed, which was so comfortable, and I got rid of it
back in 1972.
Whatever. You can't say the S word on the radio. That's all right. The dump. I have one more dump left. But I was the bleep because I had a waterbed back in 70. No, it wasn't easy. It was comfortable.
I'm not
I
arguing
missed
with
my
you.
waterbed.
Hey.
When I was,
do you have one now?
Why
not? They're so
I
comfortable.
a sleep number bed, also comfortable, and nobody mocks me. Rob.
And now, if you pee it, you can be a waterbed.
Okay, one more in here. So they would mock me for having a waterbed. So we took the floor apart, turned it into a boat and literally got it out to Blarney Island as a motorboat, little trolling motor and everything.
It was amazing.
And we
That man
sailed
was
it there
amazing.
one year. He was quite the I don't know what the word is.
Don't even label
We have pictures of it,
Oh
and there's
yeah,
audio.
some pictures, a little bit of video. That's
Very Key West.
on VHS.
So you know that's very Key West.
Something that would happen in Key West.
for sure.
We have the minimal regatta
Yeah.
that just happened a couple weeks
And
ago.
they out of
You literally go to the hardware store. They have it
Yeah.
at our hardware. Home Depot.
Yeah.
And you can go and whatever you build, they put it in the water.
It's
And if it
anything.
floats,
Yeah,
it's
got
that's
it.
so cool.
In the, now listen, Key West is in the ocean. I started like Duco was
Yes.
on sharks, right?
Oh yeah.
In the
It's in the
ocean,
marina.
They do it
We're
in
not
okay.
out in
All right,
deep
so
water.
there's a breakwater there,
Yeah, it's in the marina right in front of Schooner Wharf.
but they sink too, don't they?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Most
Do
of
they,
them.
do they leave them down there?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're
Maybe
there.
one or two off.
Yeah.
Or
A lot of the charter day local trip boats and stuff. It's right where they dock.
This is
so-
their diving reef now.
yeah,
It's
they
right
just
at the
dive down
dock.
and grab whatever and bring it up.
On the bicycle. This is on the occasion of my
Yeah, it'll come back to you once you have
Bring
the
your memory
sips.
back.
good radio right now.
Yes,
I will remember what it is and I will tell you coming up. Okay.
Yeah, just let it
deal.
go.
that's a deal.
Anyway, Marty Allen tonight, Key West Fest. What are the bands tonight?
Reggae Lou and the Kind Buds, the number one Caribbean reggae band out of South Florida. Yes,
Really?
yes. And then Mr. John Swinsky, will also be playing this evening.
The
We'll be
Wheels
doing
of
like
Steel,
some.
throwing it down.
Well, no, John Neal's.
John Sawinski's
John
here too. He didn't get
was-
up this morning and come in. He's not
He's
here
en
yet.
route. He's meeting us at the Cubs game. Truth be told, we're going from here down to Wrigley.
Okay.
Where
Where are we
Magic
sitting?
Frank.
Where are we sitting at the game? I don't
We
care.
are in
but-
a guest suite.
All right.
Yeah.
I didn't
Corporate-
bring my baseball here, but I can bring home
Oh,
real
baby.
quick and play my daily game where George Poop. I play that 3 times a day.
Yeah,
Change his diaper.
Okay.
I was
Draft.
and then we
you
can
know.
head off to the Cubs game if I could get drafted. Totally.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
on the occasion of my divorce, here's the story because we were talking about my waterbed. I was, just crazy with that I had been kicked. I'm no longer in a.
Yeah.
So I was, and as a guy, I'm like, that's it. I'm going to go out and have sex with everything. And I didn't use that phrase. I phrased it differently. You can imagine.
Sure.
So I was going to go get a vasectomy. So I go to this place, and then
As you do.
they talk to you, and then they make you watch a video.
Oh.
And the place then it kind of
Ooh.
explains the procedure.
Are you
and
sure
then
you weren't at the sperm bank?
it explains,
Thank you. That's where I was going.
and your mic is off. So they explain to you the procedure, and then they show you the after. And then it's a video from the 80s, and it's a man and his wife, and the doctor's like, and now they're able to have sex without worrying about this, that, the other thing. And it shows the man tenderly sitting his wife down onto a waterbed. I'm like, oh my God. And it wasn't, you would swear it was an SNL skit. And I watched that video, and I'm like, there's no way I'm letting this doctor do my testicles. His video is from the 1980s.
At least you picked up on that cue.
Right. I'm like, if you can't afford a new video, I'm going to go in there, there'll be a rusty saw or whatever. So they'll pour some
Nothing's
ether and a
evolved.
mask over my mouth, and then it'll be like, all right, you're out. All right, cut his nuts off. So now I'm putting the mic back on. You're going to be good. Okay. No more best.
Was Doc a good kisser? That's all I was wondering.
And his mic is back off again. I don't know if Rob's going to be on the show or not. John, can you look up the band lineup, please?
Absolutely.
John Neal is here. John Slowinski will be there tonight. It's going to be a great weekend at Blarney Allen. More on the way. It's happy hour. We're going to get a little buzz, and then we're headed off to the Cubs game. We'll see you tonight at the 501 Club Party in Blarney Allen. We're not done with the show yet. I don't know that we've even started a show yet today. Been fun talking to you off the air there, John and Rob, Loomis. It's like therapy, and if you all send me a bill for $300, I will pay it. So
wow, I will build you $290, but
I'll buy a round of bears today at the Cubs game.
All right,
the Cubs game. So
that would cost you more than $300.
That's
for how many people?
How many of us are going?
No, that are just that expensive at the Cubs game.
Yeah. I talked my way one time. I don't have a ticket. I wasn't invited to go to the Cubs game with them, but I am. I talked my way into a Major League ball game one time. It's coming up in August, and it ended up being the biggest comeback in Major League history. And that's how I was able to talk my way in. So it was by the third inning, everybody was leaving. We couldn't get tickets. It was a sold-out Cleveland Indians game. And we stayed at the bar until the third inning, because then when you went and bought tickets from scalpers, they were cheap. They were just trying to unload
scalpers
tickets.
At a Cleveland Indians game?
So we're okay. I didn't even make that connection.
I'm just
I didn't even make that connection. It would be weird if it was
Done,
scalpers at a
sir.
Guardians
Well
game.
done.
You're like, you guys aren't Indians anymore. What are you doing?
Right.
So we go to this game. Me and my friend Dan and our sons go to this game, third inning. But the Seattle Mariners had been kicking the crap out of the inning for the first three innings, and they were so far behind that everybody was leaving. So now and you couldn't buy tickets at the window, or I just go buy them there, but because they had like 400 and some sold-out games in a row. So people are just streaming out. Well, now the scalpers were going and getting tickets from people that were leaving that had already been scanned. And I saw it happening and trying to sell them as their new tickets. And then you'd go to get them scanned. They'd be like, oh, this ticket was already used. I'm like, how are we going to get in? I don't mind buying a ticket. So I just went to random people and got 4 random unmatched tickets from people. And I'm like, just follow me. My friend Dan and his son and my son. And I'm like, Jake, if I turn to you and say something to you, start crying wildly. He's like 7 years old or whatever. So we're walking in through the exit. And of course, one of the ushers, hey, you can't go give it. I go, oh, I'm just going back in. This is before everybody had cell phones, or you would. But I'm just going in to find my wife. I said we were going to meet after the game. I think she thinks we're meeting in there. We're meeting out here. I just can't find her. Like, well, you can't go back in. You got to wait for her out here. I'm like, oh, okay. And I said to your son, Jake, and I go, I guess we'll have to see if we can mommy. And Jake was holding his baseball glove, throws it on the ground, and goes into, what are we going to do? Oh, Mom! Wow. Just crying and screaming wildly. Awesome. My friend Dan and his son behind us are like, what is going on? My wife at the time was in Kenosha, Wisconsin, not in Cleveland. And the kid's freaking out. The other goes, it's okay. You guys can go in and find her. So we go in, people are leaving. It's the third inning. Seattle is kicking the crap, 8-year-old kicking the crap out of Cleveland. And so we go down, we sit in the first row right by first base. And the Cleveland Indians have this giant comeback where they take it into extra innings and win it in extra innings. The video of the whole game is on YouTube. You can look it up. Indians, Mariners, August of whatever year. And so it ends up on ESPN the next day as the instant classic game, where they edit it down and they show the whole game in like an hour. It's like they're trying to do now with that stupid dumbass pitch count. And at the end of one of the innings, Jake has his shirt off. He's swinging it around over his head. It was an Indians fan because they played at Jacobs Field. That was it. That's the reason we're Indians. He's swinging the shirt over his head. The commercial break ends. The red light comes on the camera, and here's my kid shirtless in the first inning. A game we cheated our way into, swinging the shirt over his head. It didn't make the instant classic, so we didn't get to see it on TV because they edited that part out. But he was live on ESPN. And that's the time I committed fraud in Cleveland, Ohio.
I'm so impressed with this story. My question is this the first time or the last time you did this?
That I snuck into a baseball game?
Well, no. Use Jake.
Many times. This is why you have children, is to use them for nefarious things or whatever. So
I feel like you haven't waited in a line or anything in years since he's been born.
When I say I'm going to the Cubs game with you today and I don't have a ticket, it's not an issue. Long story short, we're gonna get upgraded. We're gonna have a rat's ass of a time today at Wrigley Field. Here's the deal. If you're looking to go to Sturgis, this is it. Today is the day. Today is the last day. I'm telling you about the Law Tigers presenting Stylen and Sturgis. Powered by Ride Now, the Law Tigers sending 2 lucky winners to the 83rd Annual Sturgis Motorcycle Rally. Winners staying at Glencoe Camp Resort and riding the Black Hills on their very own Harley-Davidson, courtesy of Ride Now. Today's the day to sign up for this total prize package worth over $100,000. They're picking 2 winners, and it's thanks to sponsors like Knight Rider Jewelry, Magnum Research, Rockford Fosgate, Scott Jacobs, Electric Lighting Company, and Baker Drivetrain. Enter now at ltsturgis.com. That's ltsturgis.com. And don't forget, if you're injured in a motorcycle accident, don't call your insurance company first before you call the Law Tigers. Your case evaluation is free, and Law Tigers don't get paid until you get paid. That's 800 Law Tigers or lawtigers.com. The Law Tigers, Chicago's motorcycle lawyers, Kelly Law, 111 North Wabash Avenue, Suite 1321, Chicago, Illinois, 60602. It's very hard to say the word evaluation, just so everybody knows. This is not so easy over here. Your case evaluation.
Evaluation.
Anyway, Rob is here from Blarney Island. John Neal is here. Loomis is here. It's just that's not the normal thing today because nobody showed up. Leah's on vacation. Tim is on vacation. The people that were the normal show people. Sorry, Loomis. People showed up, but not the normal. So it's just blah blah blah. Whatever today. It's a lot of Tom.
Yeah, we noticed that.
What is? I know.
Oh,
I know, Rob. What else is going on for Key West Fest? So you got John Neal on the wheels of steel. You got John Slowinski playing. Explain John Slowinski to the nice
John
people.
Slowinski is he's a one-man band type of performer. He gets up and does comedic music.
Yeah.
So he kind of cracks jokes, plays songs,
Musical
makes fun of
wackadoodle.
people in the
Musical
audience, etc., etc. He certainly built his fame, so to speak, at our sister bar Irish Kevin's down on Duval Street in Key West.
Yeah. I'm going there this year. I don't know if you knew that.
I've heard a rumor of that.
I'm going to
Is there
hold
a
my
date
breath.
set aside
I've heard
already?
it like
I'm going to hold my
give or
breath and see
take
how that goes.
at least 15 years in a row, I'm going to say.
No, this year I'm going. So you have a room for me and Yola at your house. And,
Well, certainly for Yola.
okay. And I said to you, she ain't going back. I said to you, I've seen pictures of Key West. I've said to you, I'm like, well, I want to get I get like one of those oceanfront hotels or what. How far am I from the ocean at your house? And he's like, you open the door and there's the ocean. So
Well, yeah.
true
I mean,
story.
you got to take about 15, 20 steps.
well,
Right,
you'll
John?
carry me.
Something like
You'll
that.
carry me.
Maybe 20.
carry
I'm
me.
short.
I'm going to say 20. Yeah.
So this year is the year. I'm gonna come down.
Okay.
I still have a
Everybody
radio
write this
show.
down
I'm
so
gonna
we
do the
can make
radio
fun of
show.
Tom
There's
next year
witnesses.
once again.
There
Yeah.
are witnesses now.
Yeah.
There has to be a recording of you
I don't-
saying this last year.
I don't know if
somewhere.
I've ever
for sure.
mentioned that I'm coming there or not. But I plan on visiting this year.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I'll let you spin on the wheels of steel, as
There you
you
go, there
say,
you
at
go.
Dante's.
I just
for a little
push
while.
start.
There you
once.
go. You get to
Yeah,
work the
that's
pool
all I do.
bar. He's going to
I
let you
push
work the
start
pool
once,
bar.
and then I say, yeah, and then I DJ'd at Dante's. so-
Exactly. Put that on your
Yeah.
resume.
Yeah. So it's Key West this weekend. You got John, and you got the reggae band tonight.
Reggae Lou and the Kind Buds.
What else is going on? And then Saturday,
Magic Frank. We got world famous
close up
magician,
Magic.
Magic Frank. and
Yeah.
he's doing
Is
the
he
Magic
from Key
Bar.
West or?
Yeah. Well, yes. Yeah. He's
He's never
Schooner
been
Wharf.
part of your thing before here.
Last
has he?
year was the
Was
first
he there
year.
last year? And okay, I remember the guy you're talking about.
Here's what's so weird though. His father was from Chicago and worked at a bar called the Ivanhoe.
Uh-huh.
My father, straight off the boat, was a plasterer and was going into the Ivanhoe when he would get done with his shift.
So your fathers drank together, probably.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were actually buddies. We had no
Really?
idea until we
Really?
started comparing stories.
Small world.
Yeah, crazy,
No
right? Because I've been in Key
coincidences.
West 23 years. And Frank has been there for 31 or something like that.
And
So
this
he was
is
there
the
before
close up
me.
magic is this thing. Watch your wallet
It
when
is.
you're around
You will
him. Yeah.
absolutely. I will make this guarantee to anybody out there listening. You come and see Magic Frank, and if you are not absolutely blown away, I'll buy all your stuff.
Is he doing like shows or is he going in the
No, it's
crowd,
like you
or-
just go sit at. He's got a bar, like a portable bar, but
Yeah.
wooden bar set up, and you go sit at the bar with him, and he'll do tricks with you, and it's interactive.
All right. And he's there tonight and
He's there
tomorrow.
tonight, tomorrow, and Sunday.
And
Yeah.
Sunday. All right.
Yeah.
Sounds awesome.
All weekend, and then he'll be back again for a Fantasy Fest
Fantasy
in August.
Fest.
Yeah.
And keep your hand in your wallet. Otherwise,
Yeah.
he'll end up with he'll take your watch
It
and you'll be
is-
like, I don't own a watch. He's like, yes, you do. And it's like,
Yeah.
what?
Yeah, how did you do that?
It was in my drawer at home. What is going on here? He's one of those
instead
people.
of making it like personal experiences, like, oh, I was so impressed. Instead, I like to talk about what other people's experiences are. And I would say, since last year was the first time he was there, I would say at least 20 random people came up to me and went, I can't believe it. This is unreal.
This weekend.
So that's how you know it's good.
When he guesses your cell phone number and he's never met you before.
This happens.
Really?
This happens.
Yeah. Well, he doesn't just guess the number. It comes out in a series of cards.
Right. Yeah. He lays out your cell phone number in playing cards.
Way to steal his thunder, John.
Sorry.
That happens this weekend. There are some tricks that John will not tell you about.
His father
and now you are
invented-
done with your mother, John. No more red light for you. Anyway, that's this weekend at Blarney Island, a mile away from reality. Details about Rockin' the Chain tonight on the road trips page at 95willrock.com. Will Rock with a band that Wolfgang Van Halen has thrown shade at for not using actual instruments and things like that, but not by name. There's Falling in Reverse, those Jagoffs. 95 Will Rock, the rock station. That's Stephanie's husband Sean's favorite phrase is Jagoff.
Oh, yes.
And I'm trying to bring it back in his honor.
You can't say
Wasn't
that on
that
the
you
radio.
that gave us the magnets?
It said Jagoff?
Yeah, and
I
the
think
coffee
so.
mug?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to bring Jagoff back for him.
Oh, it's back.
And then also my dad would call people pot liquor. And then last night I ran into a guy at Blarney Island, at Port of Blarney, who told me a story about his childhood. We were eating the crab cakes at Blarney Island. And he told me a story about his childhood where they would eat crab cakes, but he was the smallest, littlest, newest kid. So by the time he got the food, there was nothing left. And I go, you were the pot liquor. I didn't know what pot liquor meant. My dad would call me pot liquor my whole life. And then finally asked him, it's the little one who, when it's time for meals, there's none left. You got to lick the pot. You're the bottom guy.
That's a fact.
All my life, my dad called me a pot licker, and I'm like, well, I was the last kid. I was the pot licker. So
yeah, it's not an insult.
Last night, last night at Blarney Island, I met that guy while I was having the crab cakes at Port of Blarney. They've upped their food quality at Port of. I mean, the
for sure.
The tacos are Tuesday and Fridays. I found out.
Yes,
the tacos are really good. Come out tonight and have the tacos at the port.
Rafa makes true street tacos.
Yeah.
Tacos al pastor will blow your mind
tonight at Port of Blarney. Hop on the shuttle then out to Blarney Island for Key West Fest. So I had some of the crab cakes last night at Port of Blarney, and they were really good. I talked about it. We're going to flashback. I talked about it on the air last night, and Rob, I want you to hear this ringing endorsement of the crab cakes at Port of Blarney. Let me tell you that I endorse the crab cakes.
Well done,
but not the Rob made the same joke about the crabs you can get on the chain of life.
Yeah. Well, it just shows that we both have a wonderfully
12-year-old.
Nothing's evolved.
It's for a 12-year-old.
Right.
You didn't let me finish.
Yeah. She's over there going, I gotta leave. I don't want to be part of this anymore. I
Oh, no, this isn't
don't want to be part of this
She's
anymore.
thoroughly enjoying this because it's not Sean doing it. So therefore it's funny. If it was Sean, she'd be like, really?
A whole set of new
like,
idiots to deal with.
25,000 times.
A whole set of new idiots. So there's all right. Well, more about what's going on at Blarney Island this weekend for Key West Fest coming up on the WIIL Rock Morning Show. It's just me and Rob now.
Because we're the bestest.
Loomis and John left. So
Yeah. I wonder what they're up
just
to.
hanging out.
They said something about let's party.
Okay.
The next thing you know, they're gone.
So they're out at a rave.
Here they come. So we're going to have to stop talking about them soon. But
so
here they come.
they're
they're at the door.
They're just horrible people. Oh, here they are. Here they are.
Yeah, we weren't talking about you guys at all. So I don't want you to think that.
You know you're on the radio. We can hear you.
Reggae tonight at Blarney Island, and then tomorrow for music, Rob.
Tomorrow for music, during the day, Saturday and Sunday, we're doing the Reggae Lou and the Kind Buds in the afternoons.
That's a party.
Yeah,
and then the kids can come during. If you're out on the chain lake boating, the kids are still welcome.
Of kids during the day. Yeah. It's that's honestly, that is seriously. Everyone thinks I'm being cutesy or whatever, but the fact that Blarney is so many different things to so many different people is my favorite thing about it.
The kids are welcome during, and the rule is when the sun goes, right after sunset,
when the sun goes down, the kids leave. Not what you were about to say, Jeffrey. It's not that kind of
when the
island.
sun goes down, so do the
kids. Yeah, no, you don't do that.
No.
Okay, that's a no.
Children's services.
Yeah.
All right. So, but then it's now there's boat cops and everything's legal and all that. We don't want people to think it's Sodom and Gomorrah or whatever. But Blarney Island is if you're going to go out to a bar and party, why not to go to one in the middle of a lake where when you get off the boat, it's not like you're at a bar. You have a feeling like, oh, I'm on vacation. But then you start thinking stupid crap like, when am I ever going to see this asshole again? So you do stuff you wouldn't normally do. And then Monday at work, he's your boss. And you're like, I was at Blarney. I wasn't out of the country. So
that's the best, though. Cause, you don't know if you're talking to a billionaire or a bust out, which is one of our favorite things about Key West, for example.
Yeah.
You have no idea who's sitting next to you, and nor does it matter, which is much more important.
That's very much our cabin fever trip. It's the same kind of thing. It's the people, and nobody cares about stuff that you shouldn't care about.
It doesn't matter. None of that stuff matters. It's about having fun, and
it's a feeling.
Like Key West has always expressed itself as a meritocracy.
Yeah.
So the better person you are, the better you're going to be treated, and that's really how life should be, right? Yep. Not to get too philosophical, but we have that.
Like my mom said, treat people how you want to be treated. And
exactly.
And at Blarney Island, you treat them like people you want to party with.
I know where your mom got that.
Yeah. And you now I don't know. Rob doesn't support. You're at Blarney Island. You're having a good time, but I say you have not been at Blarney Island until you've had a fight with your significant other, because it's that kind of place. I mean, and but here's the beauty of it. You do it maybe once, you learn your lesson. You go there and then you watch other couples have that fight, and you feel so good that it's not you.
It becomes a spectator
it's
sport,
right. You get to watch, and it's not
fun. You can sit there like you and Yola could sit there and nudge each other, going, "Oh, look at those two! They're about to get in a fight."
Had that point before.
It's part of the entertainment. It's part of the right. You look at the other couples, and it's part of the entertainment. So, Yola and I had therapy yesterday, so there's no chance that any of that going to happen. So she's like, yesterday, I mentioned yesterday for Yola Day, we were going to do breakfast and then therapy and then other Yola Day stuff, which I'm not going to talk about sometime. So she's like, and then we're off there. She's like, I guess everybody's going to know about us, going to therapy. I'm like, yeah, is that a problem? She goes, no. I'm like, all right, because you look at Facebook and everything is perfect and wonderful. And then you go and you work through your stuff. Even if you have a perfect relationship, it's good to sit in a room with somebody. And
you mean what's
things
on Facebook isn't necessarily real?
I mean, most of it is.
Oh my gosh!
I mean, it takes some vulnerability.
You mean the Kardashians aren't the greatest thing?
That
in the
glowing
world ever?
Mountain Dew that you can make. That's Nigerian prince still has to send me my money. Damn it! 95 WIIL Rock, the Rock Station. Let's talk about the Blarney Island shuttle. If you do not have a boat to get to Blarney Island or a friend with, don't buy a boat. The happiest 2 days of your life, Rob.
Well, that's the saying. Yeah, the day you buy it and the day you sell it. I disagree because I've been a boater my whole life.
You love the boat. There are people, but you also are in Key West part of the year where boats are around here.
Most of the year. Yeah,
around
so
here,
I'm on an island.
Yeah,
I'm on an island year round, whether it's Key West or Blarney Island or even the Port of Blarney. Believe it or not, that's an island. Yeah, there's Grass Lake Bridge on one end, and then the other bridge at the Long Channel. So that is
it's an atoll unto itself.
It is.
Yeah.
Well, not an atoll, but because it's too close.
An archipelago.
An archipelago. Yeah.
Again, there's that word.
The archipelago. It's easy for you to say.
Archipelago.
Semantic satiation. We're not going to get it.
Yeah.
So if you don't have a boat, you get a friend with a boat. Yeah. Pay for gas. Bring your own cooler of beer. Bring your own damn towel if you're going to get in the water. And the only time to get in the water on the chain lakes, Grass Lake
August.
is if you have to pee. And the rule,
at least immediately around you, it'll feel like it's August.
If you're at the sandbar,
this is true.
If you're at the big party and petite or whatever, the sandbar, you don't pee while you're standing there talking to your friends, holding your drink.
Yeah, that's rude. You're supposed to walk away a little bit.
It's called a lap around the boat. You say, I'm taking a lap around the boat, and everybody knows what you're doing.
Prop.
This is checking the prop. I didn't know that one.
Oh, you didn't know that? Simple, that's a very major boater slang.
Basic, simple boat
Yeah.
etiquette. Gas is $1 billion. Give them some money for gas.
Yep.
When they get pulled over by the boat cops for not having their sticker, pay for part of the sticker.
Right. Or the cheapest way to do it is to
take the shuttle
to the
you don't have to worry about. You don't have to drag a cooler out or anything. The shuttle. The only rule is you can buy a drink at the Port of Blarney. You can take it on the shuttle, and you're drinking on a boat just like you would be with your friends. You have to finish your drink before you get to Blarney Island.
Before you get off the boat. Yeah.
And they don't like. It's when the boat gets there. So like, all right, get off, dump your drink. You can sit there and finish your drink.
Yep. It's just. Yeah, and then same thing on the way home. If you're waiting in line for the shuttle to go back to shore, you can bring a drink with you.
Have a drink,
but you cannot get off of the boat once you get back.
It's a legal reason that you can't.
Yeah, this goes back several years, but we actually got a letter from the Liquor Commission that explains the. Mumbo jumbo.
Just finish your drink. It's a boat ride.
So the drink you bought at the Port of Blarney, it's part of that journey. But once you get to the island, it's a different liquor license, so you can't enter with that drink. You can never enter a bar with a drink.
Even if you have a boat or a friend with a boat, take the shuttle. On the way out, it can be the exact same people. On the way out, it's like you're at a church meeting. Everybody's just sitting there being all pleasant and grown up. And on the way back, it's like you're at a strip club at closing time, and there's lap dances and people hanging there. It is the shuttle on the way back is a journey.
And remember, Tom, the lap dance is always better when the stripper's crying.
That's right. It could be a reality show. You'll hear that song this weekend from John Slowinski at Blarney Island. So but the shuttle, how much is the shuttle?
$15 round trip.
Is there the $5 off if you mention WIIL Rock tonight? Even
yes, there is.
It's $5 off if you mention WIIL Rock.
Off if you mention
don't need a. And since people go, is it round trip? No, you have to swim back.
Yeah, or levitate.
Yes, it's round trip. They don't have a cot for you at Blarney Island. It's round trip.
How about a waterbed?
And there is no.
Or blow up.
I think it got burned. I think they all got burned.
Well, you know what we get it in Key West.
John.
How many sunsets are there? If I missed the first one, what time's the second?
Is there another one?
Oh yeah. Is there going to be a sunset today? We're like,
well, if there isn't, there'll be a large, loud explosion and kiss your ass goodbye.
We'll see. Yeah, it depends on how you behave.
Best of luck.
It's nice to know there's crazy questions everywhere.
Tom, you would love this because we actually have amongst us locals in Key West, we always share these stories of stupid tourist questions.
Yeah.
And there's like a top 100 of them.
Okay.
And you would not believe the number of people who say, do they fly you in each day to work? Questions like that.
John is that good. John Neal's that good. He's a fly jock. He's the original fly jock.
Private jet and fly us in the morning, take us back at night.
The best one I ever got was for the Cabin Fever getaway, and we were doing the document party where we hand out the documents every year. And people are like, "How do I know if my room is ocean view?" When I get there, I go, well, if you walk out on your balcony and you can see the ocean, there you go. So, and you watch to see if it comes over the realization. If it comes over their face, and some of them don't get it, and you're like, it'll be on your documents. Just talking about how John Neal voids his bladder at public events.
Public announcement.
Fun conversation on the WIIL
I
Rock.
thought the red light meant this was off.
Gotta turn the lights off.
Oh, now we're
red.
getting serious.
I don't know if you guys noticed.
Are you ready for a beer, Tom?
No, look at these shoes. Only one of them's on because I don't know how to operate them. Look at that. It
Nice.
lights
That
up.
is so cool.
Captain
Nice.
Megan, our boat captain, one of the boat captains, she runs the program and is extremely
Who are we
exceptionally
talking
talented.
about?
Captain Megan.
She's
Megan
on
Murphy.
vacation for a couple of weeks. She's going
Well,
up to Door County.
she's there right now. She was there last night for your
She was
thing.
there last
She
night.
was my
She's going up
ride.
to Door County now. She's
Yeah.
off for a couple
She's
of
got
days.
those cool light up shoes though.
So this is why I have them.
Oh,
I come in this morning, and on my desk is a box, and in the box it says, now I can't read it. I turn the lights off. It says, Tom, remember when I ordered shoes on Amazon? I didn't until they showed up at my door. LOL. Annie, it's Wayne's wife. We were out at Blarney Island, and on the shuttle back, we saw Megan's shoes, and we're like, I want light up shoes. I'm a size 11. Annie went online and ordered them right there. So
really? How about
tonight
that?
you'll be able
See?
to.
Such a delightful little gift.
Nothing says Blarney Island like light up shoes.
Yes.
So true.
Yeah. So problem is I only got one lit up right now. I got to read the instructions. And I'm a guy, so that pisses
therefore
me off.
instructions are not allowed. There's
It
got to be a
pisses me
YouTube
off.
video.
It pisses
Look
me
up
off.
a
I
YouTube video
can't
rather than open the
I
user
can't
manual.
figure it out on my own. I'm pissed.
For some reason, guys will watch a YouTube video on how to flush the toilet.
Right.
But they won't open page 1 of a manual.
of how to flush the toilet.
Right. Or anything.
It's a
Or
one
put the seat
instruction
down
thing.
or-
Push the lever. Yeah. Anyway, thank you to Loomis for being here today and filling in. Please come back when there's an actual radio show.
Oh, well, look that. Okay.
Oh, when's that going to happen?
I don't know. One day, I hope. But thank you.
I
You were
am so grateful to be here. Thank you so much.
you were the exact right person for this today.
Funny how that happened.
And so pleasant,
Oh,
isn't
it's
she?
the universe is
It
giving me what I
is.
needed. Thanks to John Neal for being here. You can see him this weekend at Blarney Island on the Wheels of Steel.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate it.
And he will be there. John Slowinski will be there with his mirth and merriment. They got magic. They got music all weekend at Blarney Island. And you can see John in Key West. I'm going there this year. I'm going to
I'm still going to hold my breath.
Well, at least she'll make it to the Key West of the Midwest tonight.
Blarney Island all weekend long. Key West Fest. Fun stuff.
Yeah.
You can take the shuttle from the Port of Blarney on Grass Lake Road
You got
west of
it.
59. We got tonight rocking the chain.
Or if you're a baller,
Miller
we'll
Lite.
send the helicopter to pick you up.
You can
It's just
any
expensive.
bar you can
Shut
go to a
up.
helicopter on, and a boat is a good bar. And they can park 2
yeah.
helicopters there. BlarneyIsland.com. Have a great weekend. I'll see you at 501 Club Party tonight in Wakanda, then rocking the chain at Blarney Island. Tomorrow, I've got the Backyard Butchers event in Burlington. That is after the Full Throttle Rock and Ride. All these events at 95wheelrock.com. Tell your dad how much you love him. And don't just say, I love you, Dad. Be extremely specific and tell him stories of why you love him if you're lucky enough to still have him. Trust me on this. You'll miss that when it's over. So we're going to wrap things up. Coming up next, 95 Wheel Rock, the Rock Station. 4 people and nobody knows how to charge a shoe.
Listen, who charges shoes?
Right? Watch my feet get some kind of like electrical disease or something now. Anyway, we're going to charge our shoes.
Okay, whatever,
Did
Rob.
we find he found the charging
He's
port?
got young kids.
He works at a bar that's an island.
You know,
and
some
young
people
children.
can't find the bean. I don't know what to tell you.
Okay. Well, we
And
work.
it's a giant silver thing downtown Chicago.
Some
How
pe-
can you not find it?
I found one of those mirrors that they put on a parking garage, you know, so you
Yes.
can see people coming
yeah,
around the corner.
flicking
I
the bean there.
took a picture of me and Jake next to it, and I go, this bean thing is not that impressive. So some people
Well
can't find the G spot, but here we are at entrance
That's
G
right.
at
right,
Gurney Mills.
Exactly.
Every time.
Any fool can
Well,
do
that
what we
sounds like
did.
a problem.
3 guys found the G spot here today. Thanks again, everybody, for being on the show. Everybody have a great weekend. We'll see you out. 501 Club Party gets things rolling this afternoon. JJ Twigs with Miller Lite. Blarney Island tonight. Full Throttle Rock and Ride tomorrow. And then, of course, Backyard Butchers in Burlington. You have a great weekend. Be nice to your dad. Details about our events on the road trips page at 95WIILrock.com. Go have fun. Be nice to each other.